So now in the second level of training, what we are going to learn is we are going to do keyword research for search term, for phrase exact, divide into top of search and product page placements. Then we are going to do keyword harvesting for running campaigns in broad match type. Then we are also going to do is all your standard operating procedures for week one, all the normal SOPs that you have to do in week one. We are going to cover that because we have left that week one, week two. Okay, and we are going to fill that. So first, what we are going to do is we are going to go to brand analytics to do the research for the phrase and exact campaigns. So we are going to find the search term to run phrase and exact match campaigns. Then we are going to do reverse AI science search to get keywords. Then we are going to run as broad match campaigns. So for search term research, let's take example of this vacuum storage bags. So first of all, what you have to do, you have to obviously select 6 to 10 top sellers. So I have selected this 4 and then this top sellers based on their BSRs. I've already selected those. Okay, I have copied their AA science. These are the AA science I've copied. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this AA science. These are total 10 AA science. Now I'm going to paste in brand analytics. So come into brand analytics, paste all the AA science here, and then change it to either monthly or weekly. Okay, monthly or quarterly, not weekly, sorry. Now it will provide you all the search term for which these bags are ranked, and it do not provide you all the search terms. It provides you all those which are in good rank. So if it is getting monthly more than 10 searches, it shows here according to my data that we have seen. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to download it. So I have already downloaded it. Now I'm going to just show it to you by uploading it on a sheet. Okay, let me just upload it in a sheet. So I have uploaded it in a sheet. Now we don't need few columns here, like the first one, we don't need it. The department one, we don't need it. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to apply filter here. The next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to select this and then I'm going to add conditional formatting, because we want to see that which A sign is dominating. That means which A sign is ranked for maximum of the search term. Now what you have to do is copy the first A sign from the list, and since we have selected all this A to N column, now what we are going to do is we are going to take the first A sign and search here. Okay, so do conditional formatting. This page will come. Now it will show you for what search terms these are actually getting showing the click share. Okay, that is getting click. Now I'm going to make it a color so that it is easier for understanding. I'm also going to add another rule here. So it will be the second ASIN. I'm also going to see how many search terms the second ASIN is ranking for. So there is, it looks like no second ASINs. Let's add another one. It may happen I mistakenly choose newly launched product. Then the fourth one. I'll show you 6 ASINs just to be precise and not waste your time. This is the last ASIN we are going to select. So I have to basically add it. That means it will be easier for us to understand. When we see colors, it will be easier for us to understand, okay, this is how many. So clearly, what you can see is this yellow one is actually mostly everywhere. Okay, mostly everywhere. This yellow one is mostly everywhere. Okay. Now there are a few things to do. Okay. Now if you see a lot of yellow ones are there. Okay, like if you can see here, it is ranked for this one plus this one. A lot of search terms it is getting ranked for, right? It is getting ranked for a lot of search term, a lot of them. So now, since you have seen that yellow are the most, so it is getting ranked for this search term, then this search term as well, it is on the third position. This search term, this search term, this one, this one, this one. That means this one, this one, this one, this one. So maximum of the search term, it is within the top three searched ASIN. So next, what we are going to do is we are going to only select those search terms for which this one is ranked. Since this is ranked for maximum of the search terms, so it is quite obvious that they are the top seller in that market. So I'm going to take the search term from the top seller, obviously. So now what we are going to do is we are going to only select this one and identify the search term. So let's just create a new sheet and then come back to this one. So first we are going to sort by this one, fill color yellow. We're going to take this search terms, put it here. Then again, we are going to deselect this one. Then we are going to come to here. We are going to select the condition. So this was. Then the third one as well. So we don't want a lot of search terms, right? Because we have to create a lot of campaigns at an initial stage. This is not a keyword harvesting campaign. This is a ranking campaign that we are going to do. That is why we are not pushing it with a lot of search terms. You can take other computer search term as well, but it is not necessary at this point of time. So now you can see that we have got total 17 search terms that we are going to target in our phrase match and exact match campaigns divided in top of the search product page. So this is how you identify search terms from brand analytics. So now what we are going to do in order to find keywords, like we are going to do keyword harvesting right now as discussed. And for this process, we are going to need Helium 10. Okay, so first what I have done is I have taken this product as example, vacuum storage bag, and I have searched the keyword, and I have taken a list of the top 10 products based on their BSRs, top 10 products. So I have just copied, I have just neglected the sponsored ones and copied this 4, then this 4, and then 2 from this side, okay, based on their BSRs. So these are the 10 ASINs I have copied. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to open Helium 10 Cerebro. So this is Helium 10 Cerebro, and this is basically we are going to use for reverse ASIN. Okay, so I'm going to paste those ASINs one by one. Okay. So these are total 10 ASINs that I'm going to use. If you have 6 or 7, then also that is not that much of an issue. Now, one thing you will notice after this that we do everything in our business and in our client's business based on purely data. We don't make any emotional decisions here, and that is bad for your business. It generally takes a little bit time to give you the data. Now we will use few filters as well. So now what we are going to do, we are going to sort the minimum search volume, let it be 400, then maximum, we are not going to set it. And then position rank, what count one, that is good. Match type will be organic, and anything else. So ranking competitors, we want at least 2 competitors to be ranked by the keyword so that we can understand that keyword is actually relevant. Competing products, we don't have to do it. We don't have to do any other thing here. Okay. Then we're going to apply. Now it is giving us 718 search terms. Now what I am going to do is I'm going to download this result. Okay. So I'm going to download CSV and then export it to a search your Excel sheet, a Google sheet. So now there are few columns that you will not be needing here. Okay. Like you don't need this Cerebro IQ score, so you can delete this column. You don't need this trend, delete that. You don't need CPR. You don't need this one, this one. Now the position rank is important. Why it is, I am going to tell you. Okay. Rest, we need the others. Okay. So whatever we are going to do is we are going to delete all. So this thing, this is the position rank of the top seller. Who is the top seller? This one is the top seller. So it will show here. So this one we have to write there. Okay. So we'll just erase it and write down this A sign. Okay. You can highlight it if you want to. So the next thing that I'm going to do, I'm going to add few columns at the top. So insert above, then plus I'm going to add few columns here. Okay. Now this column will be relevancy, because we want to know how much the search term is actually relevant, because we can't tell anything by just looking at search term, your search volume, because there might be search volume, but that doesn't necessarily mean that it has sales. So now what you have to do, you have to use this formula equals to count if you have to select the range. So this is going to be our range, comma, then you have to open the quotation. Then what we have to select, if it's less than 24, that means it is going to count all the A signs that is less than 24. Now what do I mean by 24? So 24 means these are basically their organic rankings right now. So if we select 24, that means they are within the top page, within the first page. So right now you can see it is 1. That means this product is ranked organically in the first position. This product is ranked organically on the second position. This is ranked third. This is 4th, this is 6th, this is 6th, 7th, this is 8th, the 9th, and 12th. So there is no one which is beyond the first page in this for this search term, right? That is why it is showing relevancy 10. That means all the 10 ASINs are ranked in the top page within 24 organic positions. Now, if I just apply this, you will see there are some search terms which have relevancy 1. That means only this one is ranked on the top page. There is 23. That means it is below 24. So only this ASIN is ranked on the first one. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete this top tab because it may cause some issue. Okay, we can create it later on. Now I'll apply filter on it. and then I'll just do short Z to A, and then I'm going to delete this 0. So you can see a lot of keywords searched, keywords are is 0. That means they are not relevant. So I'm going to delete all with this. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a filter at the top, column at the top, because we need to use some formulas. Now what we are going to count is we are going to count. Let me just first use it, then I will show you. So we are going to count if all these, how many of these are less than 24. Okay. So out of this, how many keywords are there? Let me just check. Okay, 1, 2, 3. So you can check it is total 37. Okay, it is total 37. So this A sign, now what I have done here. So I have used this formula count if, now when to count, if this A sign is ranked for these search terms in the top page or not. So now what this formula will do is this will go and check that this A sign, for how many of this search term it is ranked on the first page. So now it will first go and check that, okay, if vacuum storage bag, when we search vacuum storage bag, where this product is coming. If it is coming on the first page, then it will count that search term. If it is not coming on the first page, it will not count that search term. We'll just simply drag it down. Now you'll see this is a top seller for a reason, because out of 37 search term, it is ranked for all 37 search term in the top position. And this is second because it is ranked for 27 or 20. This is 28, then this is 20, 23 and 13. Yet he has a good rank. Now you can see, you can easily beat the keywords of this AA science, right? You can, if you target the keywords for which it is getting ranked in the top pages, you can actually compete against him, because he is not ranked for all the keywords. You can beat him very easily. So if we just take a percentage, okay, if we just take a percentage equals to total, this is 37 divided by 37, that is total keywords. It is coming as 1. That means obviously it is 100%, right? Now you can see it is ranked for 100% of the search terms, keywords. It is ranked for 72.97% of the search terms. It is ranked for 54%. It is ranked for 62% of the all this 37 keywords. It is ranked on all, maximum 23 of that. It is ranked for all. It is ranked for 21 of the keywords in the first page. So this is how you have to analyze that, okay, is the keywords relevant or not? Now what we are going to do? Now what you have to do for harvesting purpose is, so now what we generally do is, since this A sign is ranked for 100% of the search terms which are relevant, and this is ranked for 27%, we will mark this in some colors. Okay, so this is 100%, this is ranked for all the 37 search terms. So this is obviously very good product, and it is ranked very well. So it will be hard for us to compete against this, because it is managed to rank for all the search terms. Now this one also will be a little bit hard for us, this one as well. Okay, so we are going to do is red. So we can't compete with them very easily. It will take us like 6 to 8 months to beat this and come and rank for all these keywords, until and unless your product is very well differentiated and bundled. The next thing that we are going to do, anything that is above 50%, okay, that is also a little bit dangerous for us, not that much, still a little bit. So I'm making it orange. And the one that is in below like 30%, below 50%, we can compete with them. Okay, so now you can see how is the competition. Okay, so what we are going to do is, we are going to first make sure this is our competitor. That means we are going to first compete with this one, this product, because he is not able to get ranked for all of this, all of the keywords. That means he is a little bit weak here. So we are going to target this one. So what we are going to do is, we are going to delete all this. Okay, let's delete all this and all this. Sorry. So let me delete all this. We are going to only keep the green one, delete the rest one. Now, once I'm deleting, you see the numbers are also changing because now we are comparing only between one. So we are only taking this keywords. Okay. So this ASIN is ranked in, now the relevancy will be 0 or 1 because if the rank is below 24, that means within the first page, it will show you 1. If it is above the first page, that means second page, third page, then it will give you, it will give you 0, because we have the formula that only count those if the rank is below 24. So since we have only one, so it is showing how many of them are ranked in below 24. And if the here you see it is 0 because it is not in the 24. So now what you have to do, you have to just select the 0 once. Sorry, the ones. So these are the keywords that I'm going to target first in the first stage of my campaign creation. So copy these search terms and paste it somewhere. Okay. Now again, let's take the second one. Let's take the second one. So now the second one will be this one, this one, this one, and this one. So the lowest one is this 54.05. So we are going to take this one now. So this will be our second set of keywords that we are going to target. Okay. So first, when we are ranked for this keyword, the first one, okay, then we are going to target this keywords. So first you have to target the green one, beat that green one. Once you are ranked for all the keywords for which the green one is ranked on the first page, then you are going to target this keywords. You have to do it one step at a time once, and slowly your product will get matured with having reviews and all. Then you will be ranked easily. Now having a bundle and all actually reduces a lot of your steps. Okay, so this is how you are going to slowly beat first the green one, then the orange one, then the red one. The red one will take a lot of your time until your product is very well differentiated. So this is how you actually do the keyword harvesting. Okay. Now these keywords that we are going to take, we are going to use in broad, because this generally they are keywords, not search terms. So they are not proven yet. So when you run broad will give you a lot of different keywords related to that. Maybe long tail, maybe a little bit different, that may convert a little bit higher for you. So that is why the bids for this campaigns will be very low. The bids that you are going to put for this campaign will be very low, close to 1.5 to 2 rupees, because you don't want to spend a lot, because broad generally spends a lot. Okay. So now what I want you to do is, I want you to open page number 4. Okay. Open page number 4 of this workbook. Okay. Open page number 4. Now you will see clarity of goals. Okay. Clarity of goals there. You will see clarity of goals there. Okay. Now here what you have to do is, so the first point says, okay, now you have to write down yes or no. Okay. Please be truthful to yourself. Okay. Be very true to yourself, because this is a business. And if you do not take care of yourself, if you do not take care of your mistakes that you are doing, then it is going to hurt yourself first. Okay. So be very true to yourself and fill this thing. So a clarity of goals. The first point is, I am a brand struggling to reduce ACoS and spend. Is it true for yourself or not? So if it is true, write down true. Yes. I am not able to optimize campaigns profitably. Now this is a big problem. Write down yes if you are not able to optimize campaigns profitably. Write down no if you are able to. I want to forex my sales by using using targeted campaigns. So if you want to forex your sales by using targeted campaigns, write down yes. Now there are a lot of people which are not able to use targeted campaigns. They use a lot of broad campaigns and spend up a lot of money, and a very less keyword gives them sales. Now we use some principles here, 80-20 rules, to get out the most profitable keywords in our agency. So write down yes if you want to increase your sales. I find it very hard to use bulk operations. Now, when I started, it was very hard for me to actually use bulk operations. Write down yes if you find it very hard to use bulk operations. Number 5th point, I don't know where and at which part of customer buying cycle should I use brand ads. Now, brand ads you shouldn't show at the top of the funnel. You shouldn't run those keywords that that you just identified from keyword research. We use warm keywords. You have to show your brand ads to warm audience. So write down if you don't know where and at which point of customer buying cycle should I use brand ads. Should you use brand ads? Write down yes if you don't know. So write down in the chat section. Okay, write down in the chat section how many of you have actually all the 5 yeses, and also write down how many of you have got how many yes and how many no. Okay, few of them got all yeses. Wow, that is great. Okay, okay, 3 yes, 2 no, 4 yes, 3 yes, 1 yes. Okay, that's good. That's good. If you need improvement, just follow this workbook whenever you want. Okay, that is why I do not ask you to actually take screenshots. That is very bad practice. Now, after you finish this, okay, this is a self-assessment. This is an assessment that you are doing for yourself. It will clarify your goals, because I have seen so many business owners, they refuse to actually accept that they are not making money, where the truth is they are losing a lot of money, but they refuse to accept. So next thing, I want you to open page number 3. Okay, page number 3. Now, since you are actually clear about your goals, now open page number 3. Okay, so open page number 3. Now you see at the top there is a heading advertisement goals. Okay, now at the top there is a heading advertising goals. So I want you to write down at the top the first point. There is 1, 2, 3, 4 blank dashes there. So these are the 4 main advertisement goals that I have seen in our advertising agencies. Maximum clients want these goals to be achieved. Okay, so the first one is scaling, that is generating more revenue. Write it down. Okay, on point 1, write down scaling, generating more revenue. Scaling, generating more revenue. On point 1, write down scaling, generating more revenue, more sales. Do not take screenshots. Okay, please be respectful. Actually, I have taken a lot of work. Okay, I have done a lot of work preparing all this so that you remember what you are writing. So write it down. If you do not have the workbook, write it down. Scaling, generating more sales, or in the paper. If you can write it down in the paper. If you don't have the workbook, though our team have called you to print this out, it really shows how much serious you are for your business. Okay, if you do not have printed it out, print it later and also write it down there. Okay, because this is going to be your SOP. You can come back and look whatever you are doing wrong. Now, the second point that you have to do, the second goal is reducing ACOS/TACOS. So the second point you have to do is reducing ACOS/TACOS. Now, what is ACOS and TACOS? I guess you already know it because you are an advanced seller. You're doing more than 10 lakhs in sales. Even some are doing more than 30 lakhs in sales, some of them 50 lakhs. So write down, second goal is reducing ACOS and TACOS. ACOS is advertisement cost of sales and TACOS is total advertisement cost of sales. Now, if you're a beginner, I'm still telling you, it will be very overwhelming for you to actually take this. Okay, you can take my beginner friendly PPC mastery course if you're very serious about running this business and scaling it. Now, brand domination will be the third point. The third point will be brand domination/niche domination. Now, we will cover this strategies. Okay, we will cover this strategy. I also call it omnipresent. So we will call this. We will also cover these strategies in later training days. Now, the third point, write down, third goal of advertisement will be brand domination/niche domination. Write down below the advertisement goals on the third point, brand domination/niche niche domination. Now, the fourth point, which is actually the most important thing, product launch. We use PPC for product launch. So the fourth goal will be product launch, new product launches. So the fourth goal, write down product launch. So below the advertisement goes on the fourth point, write product launch. Now, if you have written, so let me just quickly revise you. Okay. So the first point is scaling. So you need to scale your campaigns. You are getting 10 lakhs in sale. You're spending 1 lakh in revenue, 1 lakh in ads. You want to scale that so that you can scale your revenue. You can scale your sales. So if you just see the last 6 months in our ad agency, we have managed to increase their sales by almost 5 to 6 crores in our top clients combined. Okay. Now, in the second, so the second point is reducing ACOS and TACOs. Now, this is also the main thing. Now, obviously, we manage some supplement brands as well. In supplement brands, the ACOS works differently because when you know how much new to buyer customer, new to brand customers you are getting, okay, how much repeat customers you are getting, then you will see if you get the return customer percentage, then you will have to calculate how much ACOS can you spend. Now, I have worked with brands, they were able to spend as low as 30% ACOS and as high as 90% ACOS because they were more focused on acquiring the customer, because they know if they're acquiring 100 customers, 40 customers are going to get repeat buyers. So eventually, when they're going to purchase second time, third time, they are not going to spend that much in ads. That is what they're calculating and working on a customer acquisition model instead of focusing on a profitable ACOS. Because they have back-end products, they focus in subscription model as well. So now the second point is, as I've said, reducing ACOS and TACOs. Now 80-20 principle also applies in here. We use a lot of strategies step by step. So 80-20 principle also works here. So only focus on the 20% keywords, search terms that gives the sales. Now those actually depends on the different type of ad campaigns, different type of products and all. Okay. So every strategy will not work for everyone. Now the third point that we have written down is brand domination. So since we are only focusing on big brands right now, only advanced seller, which you are, obviously you are more focused in brand domination, niche domination, because if you're thinking to launch products, one product in this category, one product in this that category, trust me, Amazon game used to work this way almost 2 years back when everyone used to come and make money. Selling one product in this category and one product in that category, every product used to make sales. But that doesn't happen right now, right? If you do that, you will get like 6 to 7, 8% margin. That is very hard. If you do not have products in the front end, do not have products in the back end, then it is very hard to make a lot of margin in Amazon. Now, the fourth point is product launch. You have written it down. So product launch, launching new products in a brand. Obviously, if you're a big brand, launching product is not going to be that hard for you. You eventually launch products every week. Like we launch products every week, almost 2 to 3 products every week, since we are working with the same manufacturer, which you are obviously doing. So now what I want you to do is, I want you to open page number 3 on the second part. Okay. Page number 3 on the second part. Page number 3 on the second part. Okay. So page number 3 on the second part, there is goal setting. So now this is a part that is very important. So first you will see below, beside the goal setting, there is a date written there. Now the steps that we are going to show, it is a 6-week steps. Okay. So we designed this training and we designed our like steps in a 6-week step. So week 1, you have to follow certain steps, to follow week 2, then week 3 until week 6. We also give you the exact steps that you have to follow. So write down a date on that, like beside the goal saying 31/12/2021. So you need 6 weeks to actually implement all the strategies we are going to learn. Now I have given you 2 weeks a buffer time so that your campaigns get familiar with the bids and all. So write down the goal setting 31/12/2021. So this is the date you want to achieve these goals. Okay. Now we are not going very deep into it, like very high like time frame. So set the goal at 31/12/2021. So the first goal you will see dash is my break even ACOS. So what break even ACOS you want to look at in that period of time? Eventually you are going to use the 6 weeks program, then you have a target to achieve. What is a break even ACOS you want to achieve? So break even ACOS normally, I'll say what is a normal range of break even ACOS? Okay, 25 to 30% is a good break even ACOS that you can look at. Obviously, if you're in supplement niche, then you have a lot of products, then the range will be very, very high. DAS is a second number goal setting. In the goal setting is DAS is a tacos goal that will be a challenging yet inspiring target for me. What tacos goal? That means if you're spending 1 lakh in ads and getting 10 lakhs in sales, that means you're spending 10% of the sales in advertisement. So 10% will be a tacos. Now, what is your tacos goal? Now, normally tacos range should be almost 5 to 10% or 11-12% in launch. What will be a normal tacos goal? Write it down. Okay. Do not be very like aggressive in it, that okay, unrealistic, like okay, I want 3% tacos. Be a business owner, set realistic goals which can be achievable but yet challenging for you. Now you may think, okay, I am doing 13% in tacos, which is a little bit higher for me. I want to bring it down to 8%. Now that looks reasonable yet a little bit challenging. So write it down based on your criteria. What will be a good tacos? Now, dash number 3, dash will be a challenging yet inspiring revenue target for you. Make it realistic. Okay, make it realistic. So dash will be a challenging yet inspiring revenue target for you. So revenue target, okay, revenue target, make it realistic. So let me tell you an example of me. So almost 1.5 years back, I was doing almost 1 lakh, 1.5 lakh in sales per month. And from there, I have scaled to 1 lakh, 1.2 lakh in sales per day range. So now be realistic while setting these targets. Now, you know, you must have a plan that, okay, I am going to launch 3 new products in the upcoming days. Now be realistic on setting this. Now, you know, you are going to launch 2 or 3 new products in the next month or the next month or the upcoming months. So you can set a revenue target, okay, because I don't know what revenue you are doing. Set a revenue target, which suppose you are doing 10 lakhs in revenue now and you are launching 4 new products by December 2021. So with that addition, I'm sure you can just double your revenue. With 4 more products, good products, every product will not be good. Still with 4 products, I assume you can get that 20 lakh per month mark, but that is a little bit unrealistic also. So you can set, okay, 15 lakhs is a good revenue target for you. Okay. Now I've seen a lot of sellers set like doing 22 lakhs and scaled in 2 months to 52 lakhs. I have seen that. Now write down on the 4th point. Okay, right. The 4th point is blank and a lot of space is given to it. Because a lot of space is given to it because it has a lot higher importance in this whole Amazon business. Write down there. Okay, write down there. Hear me carefully. Write down. I can't afford going out of stock. Write down on the 4th point below goal setting. I can't afford going out of stock. I can't afford going out of stock. Now, you know by yourself what that means, right? You are selling for a long time. Write it down on the 4th point. Finished? Guys, do let me know in the chat section if you're finished, okay? Okay. So next, what we are going to do is come to page number 8. Okay, come to page number 8. So write down on week 1. So week 1, on the week 1 column. So below the step, on the step, first point, write down keyword and search term research. So write down keyword and search term research. Write down keyword and search term research that we did today. Then the second point, write down below step, checking indexing of listing for the keywords. Checking indexing of the listing for the keywords. Checking indexing of the listing for keywords. Now, if you are not using any software to check the indexing, it is not possible. You can check the link below. I have a 50% off coupon code for Helium 10. It is affiliate link. So whenever you purchase, I get a commission out of it. Okay. So below is a 50% off Helium coupon code. You can use that for checking your listing, which indexing. It is very important. Okay. Now, second point, checking indexing of listing for the keywords. Straight to that, on the facilitate column, write down, make sure you are indexed for all relevant keyword your competitor is ranking for. Make sure you're getting indexed. So in the Helium 10, you have an option to put all the keywords, and then you can check whether it is indexing or not. So make sure you're indexed for all relevant keywords your competitor is ranking for. Below the facilitate, straight to the check indexing of a listing of for keywords step. Okay. Now the third point in the step. Okay. Write down third point in the step, launch campaigns. Launch campaigns. We have done the keyword research. We have checked the indexing. Now we have to launch the campaigns. So in the facilitate, straight to the launch campaigns, write down, create manual keyword targeting campaigns and product targeting campaigns. Create manual keyword targeting campaigns and product targeting campaigns. Now we do not go for automatic straight away. Launch campaigns, create manual keyword targeting campaigns and product targeting campaigns. Write down. Okay. Now the fourth point, focusing on listing maturity. Now what that means. Write down in the facilitate program column, getting more pictures and video reviews, making your product listing more matured. On the facilitate, write down getting more pictures and video reviews. So you have to get more pictures and video reviews. Plus, make sure you test a lot of images, which will help you to get to, like, you will know which image converts the most. Now, Amazon has the split test function. I'm not sure if you have that yet or not. So write down focusing on listing on the step, and straight to that on the facilitate column, write down getting more pictures and video reviews. Testing in the second point on the facilitate, straight to the focus or focusing on listing maturity, write down testing main image for highest conversion rate. Okay. Now let me show you how auto campaign looks like. Let me show you how auto campaign looks like, broken into product page placements, top of the search and rest of the search. Now I know you have some questions with the rest of the search thing. Okay, don't worry about it. I'm going to answer every question without even asking. Okay, without you even asking that. So let me show you that, then I will answer those questions. Okay. So now let me show you how to create campaigns in bulk sheet. Now this format, you are going to, I will provide you all this formats. So let me first show you what these are exactly. So for exact match campaign, if you want to create exact match campaign without any placement optimization on that, you need to use this template. Now how to use it, I'm going to show some examples. Now for broad, we have this one. So only thing that will change is broad. And if you want to change the campaign name. Now for phrase, only thing that will change is this match type that I have changed as it is a template. Then the next thing that you have to do is, this is for exact top of the search. Now for top of the search, you will see here 3 things are added. These 3 columns are added. Okay. Now why these are added? To make sure Amazon gets it that we want to show top of the search for 900%. You can make it 400, 500% based on whatever you want. Then exact product page also, everything is same. But the thing that will change is, instead of this to be 900, it will be this 900. For broad also the same thing. Now I will show you an example on how to create a campaign by using exact. Let's take one example of a keyword. Let's take a keyword pen holder. Okay. Let's take an example, pen holder as a keyword. Okay. Pen holder as a keyword. So first what you have to do, when you will be using this sheet, copy this sheet, this template, this part. Okay. Copy this part, Control C. Now I will be creating a new campaign. So Control V, copy and paste this one. Okay. So let's assume you will be working on this. This is a template you have. Now you have to make the changes. You have to put pen holder as a keyword. So what you have to do is copy this pen holder. And since here you see, we have written this KW, that means keyword, here also keyword. So you have to put the keyword here and also here, so that you know what is the campaign name. That means on which keyword it is targeting and what match type it is. And this PN means product name. So whatever your product name is, you can replace it with your ones. Okay. So I will do this, edit, then find and replace. So I will find KW KW, I'll match it exact match guess. Then I'll replace with. So now you see the this is changed to pen holder, and the keyword part I have to change as well. Or you can, one simple thing you can do, you can just put all this as edit, and let me just undo this. Then these are things that you have to do. So I will find KW and I will replace with pen holder. Now you see the keyword is also replaced. Now you do not have to make any changes further, right? So for the pen holder, we have created a campaign that is exact match, and you can change obviously the product name if you want. You can just come here, you can do edit, then do find replace, find PN, and name your product name, that is pen holder or anything. Okay, whatever you name it, pen. Now it is campaign name is also changed. So suppose you are taking two keywords instead of one. So if you're going to use two keywords in a campaign in the ad group, then copy this, paste it here, and then you have to make sure you change the keyword here. So this is a keyword position, keyword part. So let's think you are targeting now red pen holder as a keyword, red pen holder. Okay. So this campaign is now created. You do not have to do anything here. See, this is exact match. This is enabled. You do not have to make any changes now. Okay, only the change that you have to do, you have to copy the top keyword part and paste it here. So first is campaign, then add group name, add, then keywords. Okay, so if you want to have three keywords, copy it and then paste it. So this campaign will contain three keywords now. Now you can change the keyword or whatever you want. So now this campaign has three keywords: first pen holder, then red pen holder, and black pen holder. Okay, but this way you can do it very easily. So this is basically how exact match is created. Now, if you want to do for a broad match, then use the same template, replace it. For phrase also the same template. Now we have template for top of the search, then we have template for product targeting campaign. For product targeting campaign, there is a little bit different. Okay, for product targeting campaign, so this is your campaign name. Okay, product name, you will write the A sign you are targeting, or the A sign you are targeting, and also what is the product name. And here it is the max bid. It is the ad group name. This is not necessary. Now A sign, that means you have to put the whatever A sign you want your product to show on that page. Put the A sign in this, inside this inverted comma. Now I have shown you how to use the formula to put all this inside it as well. Okay, now this is for product targeting. Okay, and product targeting, the match type will be this targeting expression. Now if you want to add two A signs in a campaign, just copy it, paste it, paste it here, and change the A sign. Okay, change the A sign, whatever. Sorry, this. And change the A sign here. So this will be A sign 2, obviously, because you are targeting second A sign here. And this part will also be changed. So this is keyword, this is product targeting expressions. This 2 will be same for product targeting. Okay. Now the next one, if you see, we have for close match, we have for automatic also. For this is a normal template of automatic campaign, where now this is a bid part. So whatever you want your bid to be, you can change it here. Okay. So these are templates. So just use this template, not change anything. Just put on this. If you need to change anything like pause or anything, then you can change in this part, status. Like this is for all targeting types. Close match is also on, loose match is also on, complement is also on, substitute also. Now, if you want only for close match, you have to use this template. All the things are here. You can see all the rest 3 are paused, only close match is on. And if you need to create for complements, also the same template is provided for separate for close match auto top of the search. This is for top of the search for close match. So if you want to be separate, like you want only the auto campaign to be targeted for close match plus only for top of the search, then you need to use this template. So only thing you have to change, you have to put your SKU here. In every campaign, there is SKU written. You have to put your SKU here. Okay, in every one you will see this SKU part. You have to put your SKU. Only one position you have to put. And even in your this one also, you have to put your SKU here. Every SKU position, you have to change that SKU to your SKU name. Whatever your SKU name is, you have to put that. That means your campaign is assigned to that SKU. Now, this is a date part. Make sure it is date as date, then month, then year. Check that out. So these are the things that you have to make sure. Now, I will provide this exact template where we have everything like exact broad, then exact top of the search, broad page 900%, phrase top of the search, phrase product page 900%, then product targeting normal, then product targeting normal top of the search. That means one ASIN we are targeting with top of the search placement on, then product targeting for product page placements. Then we have loose match, close match, then substitute, then complement, then everything is provided. Substitute, auto for product page also is provided there. This template you will get at the end of this session. I will provide it to you guys. So at the end of the whole training, I will provide all these templates that is necessary for you so that you can create your own campaigns using Bulk Sheet. Now it requires some practice. So make sure you practice it a little bit, create some campaigns in a separate sheet, make sure it matches with the current template. And that is how you become master at it. So obviously, when I started with this template, it was very hard for me. I was getting a lot of errors because here you see, this should be date in exact format. Okay, whatever your date is, it will be like that. Okay, 2020 or 2023, whatever you want, you can put here, and that means campaign will start on that date. Okay, obviously you put today's date here, whatever today's date will be, you put there. Okay, so this is a thing that is very important when you are going to create 100, 200 campaigns or dealing with 100, 200 SKUs, because we use it because we have to handle a lot of clients and they have a lot of SKUs. So this is what you have to do, and I'll provide you the exact templates. Okay.
So that was it for this video, and I will again see you on the next session.